What's up everyone, 124san's here with another premiere draft of Avatar The Last Airbender. And without further ado, let's start our pack 1, pick 1. There are a lot of powerful cards in this pack. Top in green, Iroh's Demonstration in red, and the rare Earth King's Lieutenant. 2 mana 1/1. When it enters, put a +1/+1 counter on each other ally you control, and when other ally you control enters, you put a +1/+1 counter on Earth King's Lieutenant, and it has Trample, so you can make use of the +1/+1 counter or any other buffs on itself pretty well. I don't know if this is gonna be stronger than a premium removal like Iroh's Demonstration, but I'll certainly give Earth King a try. Steadily passing Path to Redemption and Toph in this color. Hopefully we get something like Avatar Enthusiasts wheelback. That would be pretty great. Pack 1, pick 2. Well, this is a very easy pick to follow up. We just pick Aang, the Last Airbender here. 4 mana 3/2. Just airbend something when he enters, and gains lifelink when he casts a lesson. And there are some pretty good combat tricks in white that are also lessons that work super well with Aang. And outside of Aang, there is Jet. I think Jet will be playable even though it's like 3 white pips for a green-white deck. And the Calculator is a pretty premium payoff for going mono black. Now we're not doing that with this. So yeah, pick up Aang, hopefully Wandering Musicians or Jet will. Or I'll even take a Pillar Lunch or Sabertooth Moose Lion. Okay, that name is quite long. Pack 1, pick 3. Okay, we just continue the trend with premium white uncommon. Earth Kingdom Jailer, 3 mana 3/3, also an ally, and you get to exile an artifact creature or enchantment opponent's control with mana value 3 or greater until he leaves. Or just definitely gonna pick this. You can even play it on empty board because it's already a 3 mana 3/3. Outside of that, there's Glider Kits, which is pretty good for this deck. Rakush's Audience doesn't have ally type, so it's not that great. Pack 1, pick 4. Okay, we just continue with the premium white cards. For Glider Kids versus Path to Redemption. I think I'll take my first Path to Redemption here over a pretty good ally. Pack 1, pick 5. We got... Wow. This is the second forecasting fortune teller I'm seeing. And there's also another Glider Kits, Yip. Both are pretty good for this deck. And Badger Balls is like a little bit less good with Earth King's Lieutenants or the Signpost in green-white because that's a airline type anthem. I think I'll take the first Glider Kit. We're most likely gonna get Yip on later pick. Or I hope so, at least. Pack 1, pick 6. We got a premium, the red, the Cave of Two Lovers versus Fancy Footwork, which is a lesson that works with Aang. But not the best, but it does work super well with Aang and it's a lesson. But still, I think the Cave of Two Lovers is just too much of a premium card to pass. So I'll take the Cave of Two Lovers here, and maybe we got Jets back. Jets will be like in both red and white if you play red-white. Pick 7, we got Razor Wings versus Fancy Footwork. I'll take my first Razor Wings over Fancy Footwork. Even though Fancy Footwork is lesson, I'm usually kind of low on this kind of card. 3 mana only gives +2/+2, even though you can target 2 things. Ostrich Horse is usually a pretty premium card. It's a little bit less for green whites, but still will be pretty great. But we can just stick to mono white for now. Pick 8, we got Metal Bending versus Glider Kits. I think we just take Glider Kits to stay into mono white as much as possible. I will not hate original Metal Bending because of Aang either. Pick 9, okay. Path to Redemption Wield. And I think this is a pack with Avatar Enthusiast, so someone took the Enthusiast while passing the Path to Redemption. I will take that. Pick 10, yep, Pillar Lunch Wield and Wandering Musician Wield. I'll just take that. I think this is the pack with Jet. And pack 1, pick 11. For Marshall City will be a speculation for splashing, either green-white splash cave or splash Earthling Lieutenant, but let's just take Glider Kits. Because I know white is like Omega open when we have literally a playset of Glider Kits in only pack 1. Leaf on the Vine we can take, even though we need lessons for this card. And it's not a great 2-drop. Pack 2, pick 1, we got Airbender Ascension, which is just like fine. It airbends something when it enters. And it's not that easy to turn on. We also got a Momo Furnifier, but it works like super well with Glider Kits, and it's also an ally. And Aang. And there's also a premium uncommon in Water Tribe Rallier. So I think on base value, Water Tribe Rallier is gonna win long shots, but Momo works super well when we have 4 Glider Kits in the deck. And also Aang. Oh, I'm very tempted by the Momo. Let's go with it. Back to pick 2, we got premium lesson, airbending lesson, passing invasion submersible to our right. And also Razor Wings is good for this deck, and maybe even Pillar Launch, and maybe even Appa. But Appa is too expensive for the stats. So let's just take airbending lesson here. Pack to pick 3. Well, another premium pack for this deck. Kyoshi Warriors for 4, or Momo play for pet on 1. We do have, if we're playing green-white, we have 2 4-drops. Red-white, we have 3 2-drops. Kyoshi Warriors does work with super well with Earth King's Lieutenant. It is a pretty tough pick, although we don't care about flying like that much. Let's go with cheaper one. We already have like 3 4-drops if we play red. Back to pick 4. Unlucky Cabbage Merchant is not an ally, so I'm not gonna pick that highly. Ostrich Horse, not gonna pick that highly, so let's just go with Mono White. Maybe we just hope to get Gathering with the White Lotus, and there will be like the slam dunk for this deck. And right now we lacking 2 drops. Let's take Compassionate Healer. Back to pick 5. I would not hate the original Metal Bending. But do we take it over Water Trap Captain, especially when we're not sure what the second color will be, or even if we are playing second color at all? I think I'll take a Water Trap Captain, and now our 6 3-drop is completely set. Back to pick 6. We got Jong's Deserters for 2-drop, or the Cave of 2 Lovers for a premium 4-drop. But picking this does means we're cutting Earth King's Lieutenant most likely. So I think we should just like wishy-washy a little bit. Also, we lack 2 drops, so let's take Jong's Deserter for now. Back to pick 7, we got a Yip Yip, which I'll definitely take this time. Nothing else I really want here. And it works great with Aang. And we have almost all allies, so this just keeps flying. And wow, back to pick 8, Jet. I'm gonna play this no matter what color we are in, because we are like super duper heavy white. So yeah, even if we're playing green, we can easily get the 3 white pips required for Jet. And back to pick 9. This is not a Leaf from the Vine decks, and Razor Wing is perfectly serviceable here. Taking this over Rumble Arena? Yeah, I think so. Back to pick 10, we got How to Start a Riot versus Appa. Appa is too expensive for my liking, even though it's ally and it works with rare Momo. Let's go with How to Start a Riot. And yeah, we got Kyoshi Warriors Wheel. Nice. Gonna take it and play it. And Rubber Troop that will not play. And Appa, I don't think we play that, but we take. Alright, so pack 2, pick 1. The best card here is 100% the Legend of Karuk, but we're too far from that. For this deck, we have Allies at Last for green, and Lightning Strike for red. I think I like Ally at Last a lot more, and also it allows us to play Earth against Lieutenant, so I'll pick it here. And I would not hate a Secret Wheel. This would be awesome when we can just give any 2 allies unblockable. Next to pick 2. After redemption for removal, Firebending Lesson, or that's in red. But we can just take a white card and be perfectly fine. We have a lot of removals already also. Next to pick 3. Sun Warriors, but Sun Warriors is not even that great. Even Hard Hat Teacher is a very good card, but it does require splashing. And for us, this will basically be a double splash even. Because we are so low, we're gonna be low on green. Even if we're playing green-white. And we don't actually need Yoshi Warriors that much. I think I'm just taking the land here, to be honest. Next to pick 4, we got Compassionate Healer that we definitely need. The boulder is not an ally. Like renewal is not good for this deck. And we are a little bit lacking in 2 drops, so let's just take that. Next to pick 5. Well, there's a easy Kyoshi Warriors. Nothing else worth for this deck really. Next 3, pick 6. Boomy, King of Three Trails is an ally, but we only have 2 lessons for Boomy. And yeah, no playable lessons in this color in sideboard. Well, it's not like I'm gonna play anything else here, so let's take Boomy. Back to pick 7, we got another 2-drop, which is perfectly fine. And nothing else really. Back to pick 8, wow, that's a rather late forecasting fortune teller. Also, Horse will be a premium green creature, but not for this deck. So we are not gonna play anything here. And yep, we got Secret Thunder Wheel. That's what I'm hoping for this pack. Perfect. Actually, pick 10. Yeah, nothing here. We'll pick a second renewal for Boomy, but that would be good for blue-green, not for this deck. Or not. We're not playing anything here, so let's just take an uncommon. And yep, let's take another uncommon. White Lotus Hideout this time. And nothing here. Nothing here. And now we are deck building. This deck is like already set. We just need to make cuts. Make some really hard cuts. Well, Momo Friendly Fire. The only thing Momo Friendly Fire do is just to make glider kits cheaper. That's it. Cut Appa for sure. Cut lands. And then we have 11 white and 5 green for 2 5 green cards, which is fine. But we still need to cut 2 cards. I don't think I want to cut any of the Momos. Let's cut the Razor Wing, because Razor Wings is less great on offense. Where we have 3 Path to Redemption. That's a great offensive card. Yip Yip also good offensive card that works with Aang. And sometimes score us the win with the flying. But we still need to cut 1 more. And where should the 1 more come from? 2-drop? I like all the 2-drops. If I don't have the Kyoshi Warriors, there will be perfect, but we do have the Kyoshi Warrior. Suffering for success, am I right? I don't want to cut any 4-drops here. And the interaction, yeah, Airbending Lesson Raise. Maybe we just cut all Razor Wings, huh? Because we have too many of them? Oh yeah, this is rough. But Earth Kingdom Jealous also interaction, so we are 100% set on interaction. So yeah, let's cut both Razor Wings. And yep, that's it for the deck. Usually I'll also play Razor Wing this deck, even though it's not that great with aggressive strategy, but yeah, we have way better interactions for aggro decks. And yep, that's it, the deck. And let's head to the gameplay. Alright, game 1, we're gonna play for past Momo. Opponent goes first. We need 1 more land to play Earth Kingdom Jetter, and we need 2 more land to cast the entire hand. A little risky, but we can treat this as like a 4 card hand. And if Momo dies, we can just scry 2. That also helps a great deal. Okay, perfect. Got a lot of third land. If Momo dies right now, we just scry 2 easily. Perfect. Now we are getting most likely get the 4th land. And we're gonna get Kyoshi Warriors in between. Yeah, I'm keeping both cards. Otter Penguin. I think we just play to the curve and redemption that. And then we drop a Earth Kingdom Jailer on hopefully a 3-drop. Yep. Oh no. Okay, that dodges. That dodges the removal, but I think we should just play it. We need something on the board, I mean. And this is a perfectly fine attacker. They have 2 mana that can be Quench. I don't like Quench. But let's attack first. If I'm getting Quench, I think these 2 are like about equal. Let's play Aang first. Okay, they don't have Quench, so it's just Airbend the day. And then we have an ally at last for Dragonfly Swarm. Messenger Hulk. It's fine. And yep. They have nothing. Airbending Lesson. Oh, we can just safely attack with both. And then they're most likely not gonna block anything. The double block is kind of risky when we have everything up. And then we extend our board. And they can get back Firebending Lesson and basically like a 1-for-1's aim. But they have to do it on their turn. Spirit Water Revival. Wow, Waterbend 6? And that makes Dragonfly Storm at 03. Okay, what does he do? If I were there, I don't think that's a good idea. Maybe that's just me. Instant, everything is instant, and they have... Can we like pressure some damage? I think we can. Or Dragonfly Storm is annoying. But if we ally at last. If ally at last, then it's like 2. And then we actually... No, that should be good. Target that. And then we should be just lethal if they block a 1-1. Alright, that's fine. In that case, we don't have the lethal. And I don't know how they come back from this. Red Warp doesn't exist in this format. Let's see. First time flyer. Okay with that. We just airbend the biggest thing they play here, basically. Boomerang basic the creature, draw a card. fine. Or I can airband less than that so they can't even play it, but let's see what they do with their mana. If they replay that, it's like 2 less mana. Yep, replayed. And then we airband the first flyer. And then we have lethal on board if they don't have anything. Alright, go to our turn, drawing the 2 creatures. Let's attack with everything first. We don't need to make the first move because it's already lethal. Alright, they need to kill one thing. And that will not be enough. And yep, that's game. They can get one more turn if they just fire this lightning strike right away. Or did they? Oh, they do, yeah. Alright, that's a pretty aggressive game 1. 1-0 heading into game 2. Alright, game 2, we got a playful Pat Momo into nothing. A little bit rough, but I don't want to mulligan a 3-lander with spells that can be cast later. And Momo still attacks for 1 every turn, so it's not like we're doing nothing. Air Atlas not gonna be played most likely unless they play Yuyan Archers on turn 2, which is a perfect 1-for-1. And I don't know if they have like 1 deal 2 to Momo. Rakush Earthians, okay, I can also just LIS that. Make perfect use of our mana. And then we draw into Guided Kids. Wow, that's perfect. Alright. We ended up playing Earth Kingdom Jailer. That's a very strong card, but that means we are not drawing to a land. I'm still gonna keep. As strong as any of the 4-drop in my hand. If they play a Siege Drop here, I'm very happy. If they don't, I'm still gonna play it out. Well, there will be a Siege Drop if that's still on the board, but... Okay, perfect Firebending Lesson. Maybe we got a land beneath. We don't. But we can change the order of these two, so we can play this first, and then they play 4-drop, and then we play Earth Kingdom Jailer. That's perfect. If that's happening. Nope. Okay, let's attack first. I'm still gonna play Earth Kingdom Jailer on empty board. And they just have a Lightning Strike, perfect. This doesn't line up with Lightning Strike, so just a CC is good enough. Badger Modi. Well, Earth Kingdom Jailer can eat it. I don't want to aim the last Airbender band that, or we can just kill Shield Warriors for this turn. Let's just kill Shield Warriors. If we draw a land, we can Yip Yip and Aang next turn. Yep, Boomy Bash, okay, 1-for-1. Sure. Badgermo. Don't want to trade with Badgermo. And they're not playing anything for Aang the Last Airbender. To band. So Guided Kids is a better card here. Do I attack with an ally into a swamp? Nope, I don't think I should do that. Let's just make an attack. Let's just scry one. Oh, if I don't border the planes, I have an aim into a yip yip. But is that what I want? It's rough, but I think I'll keep that. And if I use Egypt this turn, I'll regret. But that's a risk I'm taking. Oh, I'm perfectly fine, yeah, attacking with Badger Mode every turn. And Young Caller, I can just aim that to get an attack, but it does mean we get giving another food. Oh, we basically negate that food with our attacks. Or if they replay Canyon Quarter, it's lethal, so. Oh no, no it's not, because it's 2 mana. What I'm talking about. But if they have nothing, we can just certainly try to go for lethal. Hopefully they have nothing, please. Oh, we can't be sure, I mean. I think we just should try to go for lethal here. Yip yip on the Kyoshi Warriors, and then boop boop. Attack with the Flyers. The worst case scenario is I eat the removal, but I still attack for 5. So, not the worst, and the 1/1 can chump block the KM Collar. This is where flying sounds pretty handy. Alright, attempt lethal coming through. Oh, it's not lethal. They eat 2 foods. I just forgot. Huh. Oh yeah, that's a lot of damage, and we get lifelink, so we are not dying on the back, and we're gonna bottom that. So yeah, with this life, we just need 1 flyer to get in and to win. Okay, we got him. So yeah, even without lethal, I will still just do that. Oh yeah, I definitely should just count life points before that. And now we are at 2-0, heading into game 3. Alright, game 3. Not drawing into any of the 1 or 2 drops, because we have 2 glider kits back to back and a jet for later. I think I'll keep. And the best draw will be a 2-drop here. We can certainly hope. And yeah, this is where Rumble Arena is good. I would definitely play Rumble Arena turn 1, since we're going in first. Path of Redemption is a 2-mana card, but we can't cast it. Alright, the 3rd glider kit in hand. We're gonna draw into an aim the last Airbender, but if I bottom, I don't want to bottom that, to be honest. We just play another glider kit next. That's fine. Let's just attack first. Hopefully this glider kit has a land. Ah, yeah, that's a land. And then Yong Deserter, if they put a counter on there, that makes Aang's the last Airbender much better. So I'll take that. And block because they put a counter there. Nothing else. Maybe I just eat a Razor Ring. But let's attack first. Yeah, I mean, I just also just yip that to save, and then I still have a glider case afterwards, so it's not the end of the world. Yep, that's a perfect interaction. And I just gonna play on curve, and then we can just chat even. Airband Lesson, it's a good card, and we can just play Aang next turn anyways. Glider Staff, something gets bent. Cool. And then, yeah, just gonna Airband the Compassionate Healer, and they're not gonna attack because it's a good block, but we're just gonna aim that. Ooh. And if we draw land, we just jet. If we don't draw land, the safest play will be Path Redemption and Glider Kits, and redempt whoever gets the Glider Staff. Yep, we didn't draw land, so that's what we're gonna do here. Gonna redemption you. Yeah, we have perfect answers for everything here. And I might eat a removal here. Fine. Glider Kits for land. I need a land. And alright, they scooped. Yeah. This is too much for the opponents. Which is a Glider Kits after Glider Kits, and we have perfect answer for every scenario. Combat Trick for Razor Wings, and Path to Redemption for blockers. Ooh, that was a Swift Seal heading into game 4. Alright. Game 4, we got a perfect curve. Healer into Kit or Earthkin the Jailer. And yeah, everything is playable right off the bat. So we're gonna keep this. Alright, we give a 7. They Rumble Arena on turn 1. We got a 4-drop, nice. Oh yeah, we have a perfect curve as long as we hit our 4th land drop. And 5th land drop. We need our 5th land drop too. Maybe they play... Nope, they didn't play anything on 3. Let's attack first and square 1. Yep, keeping that on top, even though it didn't allow us to cast Jet. If that's the case, I think I want to play a Water Trap Captain first. If they play a 4-drop, I just Jailer into and the Momo. If they don't, I play Kyoshi Warriors. Learn and Strike. It's fine. Or we can play Momo and the Glider Kit, because they're almost guarantees a 5th land drop. But we also just attack first. That's a... We do get our 5th land drop. And the Secret Tunnel that actually can be great. A little bit torn here. It doesn't work with Jets. I'm not gonna bottom it. Do I play into Quench? Second question. But Glider Kits will be quenched anyways. No, I think it looks like they don't have Quench, but this is still good. And yep, this is the mana for Jet. We keep. But if they don't play anything, I'm not gonna Jet into an empty board. And we have a Scry 1 every turn. That's perfect. Nope. Don't need any more lands here. Unagi, it's a 2/2, okay. And we can't even Jet that. Because we can't pay the Waterbend. Jet, yeah, we only have 2 for the Waterbend, so let's just... If you play Earth Kingdom Jailer, then we can pay for the Waterbend. Of 1, 2, 3, 4, but Earth Kingdom Jailer might just eat a removal and die. Anyways, I think I'll go with Kyoshi Warrior first. And then Jet hits for 5. And it's also a permanent removal for this. As long as they tap out. What Jailer can jail the bear? But I can just Jet the bear. And then we get a very good attack after Jet. I'm gonna take this. Oh, we could have just like a Omega block. That would work out. Yeah, let's just Jet this. And then I can... No, I can't. I literally don't have mana. But we have some really good attack. And then we... Benevolent River Spirit. That's both to a Earth Kingdom Jailer. And we can also just have redemption the Unagi. So everything gets answered. But this is a word 2 though. So no, if I do that there, I just pay the word 2. Or I path the redemption that and don't care about it whatsoever. I think path of redemption is better. Yeah. Or yep. Because if I King Jailer, then it might get removed, and I'll be very sad when that happens. And we attack with everything. If Jet dies, we just put our counters on flyers. And then we need a sweeper to get in to win. What a betting lesson. Okay, that's a 4 mana, doesn't affect the board. And Glider Kids stopped Lightning Strike, but they tapped all mountains for that. They still have Rumble Arena at least. Yep, it's got a land. Only 4 mana left. Attack? Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter in the air, but I can attack it with the 1-1. Okay, I can't attack it with the 1-1 anymore. And Blasting Jelly, yep, that's it. They have nothing else. We just win. Alright. Oh, our tempo got there. They do have a lot of good late game stuff, especially with Udaki into Waterbang Lesson, and they would have a pretty good blocker in the air, but we have answers for that. So that was perfect. And yeah, I think playing this Path to Redemption over Earth Kinajala is better, in case they have a removal to make their creatures active right away. Alright, that will be 4-0 heading into game 6. Alright, we're at game 5. Yeah, when I said 6, we're actually at game 5 because it's a 4-0. We played 4 games so far. Going first, a risky hand, but throwing into any lands unlocks Guider Kids, and they have Scry 1 that helps more. And if Momo dies, that also scries 2, so I'm gonna risk this. Oh, Momo versus Momo. I'm gonna play this out first. And then they might just not trade because I'll get a counter. If we trade, we are both getting counters. But I think I want to hit the third land drop regardless, so let's just trade. Yeah, put a counter on there. I'm gonna scry. What? Bottom 2, even though Aang's a good card. And then we got Path to Redemption. Well, I'll take the pain. And then hopefully we get land. Okay, perfect. Ooh, I'm so glad I just scratched through there. Merge of Many Heads, trades into Compassionate Healer. Second question, do I trade? Maybe I guide their kids first. I think we trade. Get the scry value. I don't want to bottom that. I want to hit Jets ASAP. And if they use removal, they take 2. So this might is working in our favor here. Yep, booms. Yeah, this might is certainly helping. Oh, farm animals. Okay. That just unlocks their Mai, but they need to activate that. And after they do that, we just have enough for Jets. Or we just disregard the Mai, and unless that Mai, they use the Mai strictly for blocks. In that case, if I top deck a land, I just blow up the Mai here. Yep, they are using it for blocks. We don't have a Yip Yip, which will make Kyoshi Warriors a good attack here. I think I'll just attack everything, and if they chump block, if they block one is getting. Yeah, this is basically saying I have a combat trick on face, and they're not giving up the my. Okay, that's something I will take. Perfect, and we strike for land here. Tap land. Nope, tap land is too slow. And yeah, I think they know we have a Yip Yipping hand. But if they leave like 4 mana up for Vengeful Villagers, it's fine. Okay, we drew a land for Jets, and yeah, that's why I much prefer bottom me of tap land, and then we just blow up my and make a profitable attack. Yeah, Vengeful Villagers is not a great card because on defensive it's a 4-mana 3/3. Do you want to play a huge giant in 2025? I think not. Oh yeah, now they're done. We just yip jets and we win. Or we just activate and we win. We have lethal on board without playing anything else. And yep, we got him. Oh, swift victory, and their might did 2 damage to them. Might is the double agent working for us. Now we are at 5-0, heading to game 6. Alright. Game 6, facing super duper top mythic player. We have 5 castable cards, so it's not even the worst. And Momo, uncommon Momo game on turn 1, helps with scrying, I guess. Kind of risky hand, but I'll still keep. And then we are here for a little bit of trouble. Not gonna do anything soon. Well, that's not even a good target for any removal. Well, and yeah, this is probably where we're gonna take our first loss here. If it is this risky hand. Oh. I don't want to jump block for us, right? That just doesn't sound right. Or maybe it should, huh? Alright, perfect. But we still need 1 more land to unlock every single thing here. I don't just use a yip here. If you don't draw a land, I just have to redemption, whatever they play. I can't do that to a definition, I mean. Wow. Maybe I should have... Yeah, maybe I should have chump blocked Momo. Legit, man. No, I'm gonna do it. Should have done that earlier, I mean. And yeah, we are not gonna get a land if I don't do that. Well. Katara. Wow, Katara has an activation no matter what I do here. So I think I'm just gonna aim the ally. Yeah, maybe I should have just jump blocked the Momo long ago. And then I think I'm just gonna have to redemption 2 things. But they keep playing this trinkety stuff. They can't even block. That's too sad. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8. Wow. Yeah, if I don't block, I take like a super duper 8 here. Which is so absurd. Okay, it's not 8. They just put me to 4. And like I said last week that we can play because we didn't get our green. I can certainly do that, this, and that, but yeah, I'm just gonna loop here. Yep, this is the one time keeping a greedy hand punishes me. Oh, well. It's not my fault if if Momo just refuses to die, I mean. It is my fault for keeping that and not chump blocking with Momo though. Alright, 5-1, heading to game 7. Alright, this is the first time I think I see rare Momo in hand, especially in opening hand, where we can just curve. So this is a very perfect hand. As long as rare Momo doesn't literally eat a firebending lesson, that will be pretty brutal for this hand. Don't play red. Don't play a red land. Okay, nice. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Ooh, 2 minute glider hits. It's a green land, but I still keep. And then I play glider hits number 2 before combat. And then hopefully get a green. No. I don't need another green source. And everything in hand is castable. And yeah, they just scooped. Oh, this is where the rare Momo is good. When we will have literally a play set of glider kits. Right, that will be 6-1, heading to potentially the final game, potentially the second final, game 8. Alright, game 8 facing a high rank mythic player. We have a perfect curve and 2 interaction spells. Keep. Going to land. Eventually we need them, but not right now. Unlucky Cabbage Merchant, which is a very bad path to redemption target, so let's just play a 2-drop. Not gonna block because we can get in even if they play a 3-drop here. Yep. If they play that, I can airband lesson that or path. Airband lesson is more mana efficient. As path deals it hopefully forever. Let's go for the hopefully forever route. Because we do have some flying that we want to get in. Yep. We're gonna keep that. And then we can just path that again. Or we just play a glider kit. Could be on curve, but we are taking damage from Cabbage Man. I think I'm just gonna glider kit and pass here, to be honest. Kyoshi Village is affecting, but we don't have any green cards in hand. And now we can't even block Pokesaw, which is fine. Earth Rumble. Things fight thing. Well, this is like the safest fight ever. Can't do anything to that. I think I'm just gonna use the defensive combat trick here. And eat this Cabbage Man. Gonna take a couple damage here. Airbend is a target non-permanent. I don't want to airbend that, I mean. Yeah, and then we redemption this thing. Compassionate healer attack. Don't need any green now, but I bought him 2 green sources, okay. I'll be sad if the next card's green. What did I say? Man, what can I say? Okay, I don't think we are casting that this game. With 2... we only have 5 green sources. Man, what can I say? We do have a mana sink in this Path of Redemption. And in that Path of Redemption, we have 2 of them. Well, take it, and I think we can airband that. So let's just redeem. Do not redeem. unblockable the way we want that. Eventually we will. But we're flyers. So I think trying to get an answer is more important here. Airbender session. Airbend 2, they probably should make a new one. Yep, and then you get a land, and they attack, and I take 2 here. And I have the chump block, I mean. Aang doesn't do stuff. Oh, if I have like 9 mana, I can just Airbend Path to Redemption and activate. Oh no, I can't. It doesn't work. Airbending Lesson doesn't do anything to the land creatures, which is a little bit sad. I think we still just try to do that, and then just attack with this, so we can just block 2/2. I will take a land here, I think. Then we can deploy Aang in the Compassionate Healer. Wow, turns up the forest is the threat here. Wow. The airbending just doesn't work on a forest when they don't target lands. Wow. We're gonna take 4 here. And we still have the chump block. Whoop. 1, 2, chump block. Take it. I think we played that. The only thing we can aim is the food. And not attack per turn. If I attack, I have to literally just chump block with 2 things. Block the... okay. In that case, I can only just chump block. Yep. That's it. Jet. Jet doesn't do it. But maybe Airbending Lesson will. Nope, it doesn't. Oh, that was rough. Because even if I life link, I still die to 5 or 6. And yep. We die to lands and we lose because we can't airbend those, which is super sad. Well, anyways, 6-2, heading into the final boss, game 9. Alright, here we are at game 9. We got a perfect curve here, 2, 3, and maybe 4. Keep. And yep, now we have everything we need. We even have the green source. They play nothing, and most likely gonna get quenched. But that's fine. Yep, it is a quench. There's some classic interaction there. Maybe they play Water Tribe Rallier. That's a pretty strong card. Because we get to resolve our spider case here. And we need our 3rd white source, so I think I'll just keep that. And also I think they have an octopus form if they have a priority. So we just attack and then Pikachu Warriors. But that might get quenched. If I'm afraid of quench, I can also just Momo and Path that. But Jet will also get quenched later. Screw it. Okay, this resolves, nice. And then they get a 5 mana water band, a 4 mana water band. If they ever tap out, I can just jazz easily. Messenger Hulk. If they play that, they don't have any interaction, any blue interaction, or they play a forecasting fortune teller. That's fine. We just play Jazz here and then playing with everything. They can't even quench because they tap their only source, and yep, they don't activate because if they activate, I can also attack with the 1/1. Or maybe that's only saving 1 damage. I mean, so maybe they could activate there, or they can just eat a clue for actual cards that can deal with the board. Second blue. And then we have Momo and Momo. So let's just attack first. If they flash a Unagi, for example, I can Secret Tunnel. Jet. Jet is a good attack. Oh wait, because of Jets, maybe I should have played a flyer. Yeah, they literally have Unagi. That's what I was talking about, so we can just sneak these two in without any drawback, and then we play a rare Momo. And then we win on board with a Secret Tunnel. Let's see. I'm not gonna bother with that, but it might be Avatar's Wrath, and then we don't win the ally anyways, and we don't have a board pump. I think it's fine blocking, to be honest. They can stabilize if we have an Avatar's Wrath here. Yep, they're done. Ooh, oh, this is the power of the Secret Tunnel. We got that on wheel, and it wins us the final game here. They're like casually dealing with a flash Unagi, so we get our damage through. That was a perfect demonstration of this card. And yeah, with that, that's 7-2. Playing every possible game in a single run and got the trophy. Oh, we drop our deck mono white after picking an Earth Kingdom's Lieutenant, and we ended up not casting Earth King's Lieutenant in a single game. And in the only game we drew him, we bottomed 2 green sources, so it's not likely we cast him. We did cast the other green card, Allies at last though. It's a pretty absurd removal, especially for an Allies deck. 1 mana, 2 bites, and based on 2 of the creatures, so it's very hard to get thrown out. And the best part about this deck is just the absurd curve. 2 Momos at 1 into a 2 drops at 2, 4 2 drops plus the Earth King Lieutenant, and then a playset with Glider Kit. We even get to play the rare Momo that cheats the Glider cost, so we get a turn 2 Glider Kits after the Momo. That's quite powerful. And then we got 2 Kyoshi Warriors at 4, and a Wandering Musicians that we never cast. It will be pretty great for this deck, especially with Secret Tunnel. That makes things unblockable. And we also get Aang. Aang is such a powerful card. 4 mana 3/2 flying, which is the base rate of a 4 mana creature, and then you get an Airbend and also free lifelink if you cast a lesson. And then the top end of this deck is just Jet, ETB. Deal damage to something based on how many creatures you have, and it's likely gonna be a lot when we have literally 2 Kyoshi Warriors and a lot of creatures in the earlier curve. And yeah, I wish we can cast Earth King's Lieutenants in any of the previous games, but I'll take this as well. Overall, pretty powerful, almost mono white ally deck. And this deck is also missing the Gathering of White Lotus. Literally just 5 mana makes at least 5 1/1s, or maybe less if we play Secret Tunnel and Forest and Kyoshi Village. But yeah, Gathering of White Lotus will be quite strong here, especially with board pumps like One of the Musicians and Water Tribe Captain. Then we also have just a tons of interaction. 3 Path to Redemption, 1 Ally at Last, 1 Airbending Lesson, 1 Earth Kingdom's Jailer, which is one of the best uncommon in white. Dealing with Aang. And Aang is also interaction. You just remove their stuff temporarily and then attack through them. And then there's Jet, they just destroy something. And also Yip. This card just gives an ally flying and also gives +2/+2. Save the creature, very good for offensive decks. And for the defensive decks, we also have 2 Razor Wings. Not quite good in this deck, but usually it's a good card. Alright, that's it for this deck of almost mono white splash green allies. Thank you guys so much for watching, and see you in the next one.